He's got tremendous balance and knows how to use his body. He'll make his move, get fouled, but still have the balance and the footwork to finish the play. And get 3 points out of the possession.
It's Western Conference NBA action. The Portland Trail Blazers here at home. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season. Last season, they couldn't get the edge in the matchup as they went 1-2 in the season series.
I think both teams are probably anxious to get a feel for each other tonight because this is the first in a series of 4 games between them this season.
They get the rebound. Hickson.
Major glass eating that time, fellas.
That's just the kind of aggressive basketball he's known for.
Yeah, it seems like we see that play from him almost every night. An offensive board that ends with a slam.
Howard, the pass to Gasol. Gathers. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
Now, here's Batum. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Mike Brown. What's the news there, Doris?
He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it would be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Thanks again, Doris. Well, Steve just said, the number of times these two teams face off, they'll be very familiar with each other by the time the season is over.
Yeah, and one thing for sure, guys, today's game will have a big impact on how the next 3 games in the season play out.
Well, second chance points are going to be key. They've got to keep this team off the boards.
And Steve, any slip-ups boxing out can really cost you there. Boy, that kind of hustle you just love to see.
And it gets his teammates fired up.
Yeah, especially with the powerful slam to finish things off.
Here is Matthews, following the basket by Dwight Howard.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease. Well, you think about the Lakers a year ago, I think the thing that bothered them was they just never could win consistently on the road. They controlled their home court, but on the road it was a different story. Well, no defense. He didn't really need to do the double pump.
Kicks to Matthews. He passes to Lillard. Into LaMarcus Aldridge. Goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And you really don't want to give up too many dunks like that. One is too many.
Oh, yeah, no, certainly you're right. That's making it way too easy for sure.
Yeah, major breakdown defensively. They've got to tighten things up here.
Now, here's Nash. Shoots over Lillard. That's good from Nash on the assist from Kobe. And you look back at last season, and Steve was just touching on it, the Lakers just really had trouble when they left L.A. on the road. They just couldn't bring it together.
Kevin, they ended up with a 15-18 road record on the year. First time in about 5 seasons they haven't had a winning record on the road. Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Inside to Gasol. And stolen by Aldridge. Batum dishes to Lillard. No good. Nice D by Kobe. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against Dallas.
Well, it was a good win. Ball movement, offensive spacing, efficiency. They were just really solid at that end of the floor.
And when they got hot, they were impossible to cool down. That was the case throughout the game.
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, Dwight Howard, without argument, is the best center in the NBA. It's not even close. I mean, you look at the impact he has at both ends of the floor, particularly defensively. He's in a league of his own.
And for Howard, already the best center in the league. Clark, would you say he's a finished product yet?
No way, Kevin. I mean, he's very improved from when he first got into the league. More polished in his offensive game, dominant on the glass and blocking shots, which has been a big part of who he is, but I still think he's got significant room to grow, passing better and also getting better at the free throw line. Increasing that percentage a few points would be a huge plus. The Blazers ended up in the back of the pack for the playoffs last year, but for a while they were right there in the mix. Ultimately, they decided to make some changes and try for this year, but not being able to win consistently on the road really did them in here.
Now here's Barnes. And the pass to Nash. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Smith. Nash's shot is in. You're right, Clark. When the injuries started piling up for the Blazers last year, it was very tough. Even if they did push their way into the playoffs, they probably didn't have a real shot of doing much.
I would agree with that, Kevin. I mean, this is a team that a few years ago looked like they were on the rise, but the injuries to Odin and Brandon Roy, all of a sudden you have the franchise heading in the wrong direction. And now it's time for some changes, and that's why we saw some of the moves we did in the offseason.
Hill, a screen on Smith. The feed now to Meeks. Takes a 3. Can't get it to go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Smith kicks to Williams. Back to Smith. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Smith off a pick from Aldridge. Fires from 18. And it's Smith missing. Lakers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Meeks passes to Nash. He dishes it to Barnes. Ebanks dishes to Barnes. Pass to Nash. And that is good. Nash has got 6.
If he gets a glimpse of an opening, he's going to take it right to the rim.
Smith kicks to Jeffries. Feeds it to Williams. Offensive rebound. Smith the pass to Jeffries. Gets it to go. Jeffries got his first 2 points. The Lakers in the lead. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Meeks. He's guarded by Williams. And Hill backs him in. He kicks it to Ebanks. This is to Nash. Second chance effort. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The offense just getting right to the rim. At least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
First one falls for. So both teams changing it up here. And so Nash nails both of them.
He's taking care of business at the line, and you expect nothing less from him. Of course, a terrific shooter from the stripe.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive...
Saturday night, the Denver Nuggets take on LeBron James and the Miami Heat. You don't want to miss it.
They've built this lead. They've been very physical, really established a presence in the paint.
Well, they've chased down those balls. As soon as they've hit the iron, they've been chasing them down. That's been a solid effort by them.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Lakers right now, Bryant in a 2-guard. Pau Gasol is out there with world peace. And then there's Antoine Jameson and it's Gallagher in at the point. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, Kobe in the last outing against the Mavericks got the job done. He had 21 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition celebration on his part. This was a big win for him and his team as they snap a losing streak with that win, guys.
And Doris, much appreciated. Guys, maybe another excellent night for him here.
I think so, Kevin. At least we know he wants to have that same sort of game plan. He's definitely got some nice momentum riding into tonight.
I think it's easy as a player to continue that momentum when you come off such a fantastic game like the last one. It's easy to just keep it rolling. That rim looks really big out there.
Pass to Gaudala. Gasol leads him in there. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, Gaudala's a good outside shooter. Played 2 guards in college. Now he's trying to be able to handle the ball a little bit more and be a combo guard, but he's got some talent, this kid.
Yeah, you know what? A second-round pick out of Charleston. He was a big scorer in college. More of a specialist, though, at the NBA level. And that one falls for Gaudala.
Well, last season was a disjointed one for Blazer fans, but, you know, they support their team so well. But last season, they had that frenzy atmosphere in Rip City. That's why it's one of the toughest places in the league to play.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Jared Jeffries, he's checked in for Leonard. Dixon comes in for Sean Williams. Elliott Williams checks in for Nicholas Batum. And Nolan Smith subbed in for Lillard. And Portland, you look at the city, and it's all about the Blazers, certainly. And they're the main attraction up there, certainly in the Pacific Northwest now with no Seattle. It's all Blazer basketball. And the fans, Clark, really support them in a major way.
And it makes a big difference, Kevin. You know that, a live building where the fans are behind you. Even in a down year for the Blazers, they were tough at the Rose Garden. They won 20 and lost 13 there. Part of it is because of the way the fans respond to them.
Here's Hill. And so he draws the foul on the shot, not trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, there's some very popular destinations for free agents around the league. Chicago, New York, Miami. But for me, the Lakers are still the premier market for players. You know, big city, a history of winning with the Laker organization, and fantastic weather, of course.
And, Steve, to follow up on your point, the whole aspect of Hollywood has always been a big lure for the Lakers as far as recruiting Clark free agents.
We've seen it over the years with all the big names they've gotten assigned in free agency. No doubt about it, the Lakers are still one of those destination teams for a lot of players in the league.
That one is no good.
And, of course, the Lakers shipped off Lamar Odom before last season started. Just got a late first-round pick from Dallas in return. Not exactly what you would expect in terms of you know, a player of Lamar Odom's caliber. You'd think they could have done better with that deal.
Hill sets the screen for Kobe. In low to Howard. It's tipped. Price against Barnes. Price dishes to Aldridge. Rejected by Howard. They get it back. Here's Kobe. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Batum. The Lakers ended up being fine with how they played, but really, as you said, it seems like they missed out on getting more in return.
Yeah, the whole trade appeared to be sort of a panic move. I mean, they didn't play well early, but ultimately adjusted. And I think that trade definitely hurt them early last season.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Aldridge. Sean Williams checks in for J.J. Hickson. Wesley Matthews checked in for Luke Kemp. And Lillard subbed in for Ronnie Price. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Wes Matthews came in as an undrafted free agent out of Marquette. Not really a household name, but a good two-way player. He can score, and he's a very tough, active defender.
Free throw, good. Matthews. And Matthews first signed by the Jazz, but, you know, Portland liked what they saw in him, and they snatched him away with a front-loaded mid-level contract.
Yeah, pretty bold move there, but I think his play has lived up to that investment, and it certainly paid off for him. I mean, go undrafted, and now he's making more than most of the first-rounders who entered the NBA at the same time he did. That's a heck of a move by Matthews.
Kobe goes in. No good. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. The dish to Matthews. Inside. Here's Lillard. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
There was a lot of talk about Lillard being the apple of the Blazers' eye leading up to the draft, and they wasted no time in taking him with the 6th pick overall.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And with Lillard, it wasn't a secret that Portland wanted to get a guard for the future, a point guard who could score kind of the modern-day point guard style, and that's what Lillard brings. He's athletic. He can really put points on the board, and the Blazers are hoping that he's their guard for the next decade.
The Lakers making a switch here. Goudlock is checked in.
Damian Lillard grew up in Oakland, California. Pretty good history for point guards out of that town. You think of Gary Payton, Jason Kidd, of course. You know, if Lillard could end up having a career of that caliber, he'd be doing awfully well for himself. He took advantage of that pick, and he did the rest, knocking down the J.
Leonard kicks to Matthews. Right side, Batum. Backing down. Williams passes to Matthews. Kobe with the steal. Nash right side. Outside, Kobe. World Peace with a screen on Batum. Here's Nash. Sinks that one from the post. Nash has got 10 points. And for Lillard, he said that growing up in Oakland was one of the biggest challenges that he's had to overcome, just avoiding the pitfalls and the dangers of the town.
Yeah, a kid who kept his head down, though, Kevin, and focused on what he needed to do to have a chance to reach his goals and dreams. And I like what I see from him. He's a nice combo guard. He can go at you off the dribble. He can shoot it from deep. He can make the right play off the pass. Humble, hungry, talented young guy. I'm sure he'll play with a bit of an edge since he's a little under the radar screen coming in.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, I think it's accurate to call the Dwight Howard situation a saga, and it has, at least for the moment, calmed down. A trade to the Los Angeles Lakers has now thrust them squarely into the championship picture. First, the acquisition of star point guard Steve Nash, and now the best center in the league. The top Western Conference just got tougher. Kevin?
Story of the offseason, no question. Thank you, Doris.
Well, it was an eventful season for Pau Gasol a year ago. Almost got traded before the season started for Chris Paul. The NBA rescinded the deal. And Pau then went on to play for the Lakers the remainder of the season, but did not make the All-Star team.
That free throw good from Gasol. Going back to Pau last season, it wasn't just the one trade that got overturned. It was constant trade rumors all season long. Where Kobe Clark came out and said, you know, either trade him or don't trade him, but don't keep putting his name out there because it's disruptive to the team. He said that halfway through the season. They eventually kept him, of course. I think it weird on everybody, but obviously Clark it weird on him.
Yeah, it did. It had to, man. That's tough. It's hard not to have it wear on you a bit. The Lakers weren't getting a ton of production outside of their big three. And, you know, sometimes in a situation like that, it can make sense to trade one of your very good players. But the fact that they were undecided and it didn't happen, it was just kind of hovering, didn't do anybody any good.
Stolen by Jamison. And now the fast break. Meeks with the ball. Here's Ebanks. And Meeks kicks to Ebanks. Shoots over Hickson. And again, no good by the Lakers. Trailblazers trail by 4. He feeds it to Smith. From 11 feet away. Portland, no good that time either. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Kicks to Meeks. Inside to Gasol. Over Aldridge. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Meeks. And it's 6 points for Pau Gasol. Smith outside. He passes it to Aldridge. There's the pass to Lillard. looking to end the drought. That drops. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Great move to get to the bucket and lay that one in. He's got the softest touch around the basket. Impressive.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Lakers lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
The spookiest day of the year, Halloween. It's really not that scary. Not during the 2K Sports halftime report, anyway. The Lakers are looking good at the midway point. A strong beginning to the season. They've wasted no time in getting off on the right foot. Steve Nash has been simply taking over against the Trailblazers. He's got 10 points and is also sharing the ball, picking up assists as well. And for Portland's angle, they've been grinding away. They're doing well inside, big bodies, big points in the paint advantage. A tremendous first half for LaMarcus Aldridge. He's got 7 points and is putting out the effort defensively as well, making his presence felt on both ends of the floor. That's all we've got here. Now, back to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the second half.
Broadcast. A fantastic game from Steve Nash in this one.
Yeah, give him credit. He's been very selective with his shots, and it's paying off for him and his team.
You know, he's taking exactly what the defense is giving him, and he's not forced anything. That's exactly how you should play the game, in my opinion.
Lillard and Batum, the backcourt duo. Inside, we got J.J. Hickson and LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Matthews in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Howard, good.
They can't seem to stop anybody inside.
They got to know that if they don't make life tougher in the paint, their opponent is just going to keep going there. I mean, it's not like they'll get tired of all these in-close opportunities.
Free throw good, Howard.
You know, a lot of turnover in the last few years in the front office in Portland. And it's so difficult to make a transition as a team and get better and improve steadily when you don't have that continuity upstairs.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, the Portland Trailblazers, a team that's gone through its share of turmoil, from front office turnover to injuries to their star players, but franchise big man LaMarcus Aldridge says that he loves the chemistry they have in the locker room, saying, quote, "There's no egos. Everyone just wants to win, and we have a bunch of guys who know their role, who are happy in their role. That's been hard in the past. We've had guys who wanted more, and that can mess up chemistry. I like this team a lot. We have great chemistry, get along well, and I feel we are going to win a lot of games, too. Kevin, we'll see."
A lot of talent, Doris. They're keeping them all working together. Lillard misses. And as a player, it's hard, you know, sometimes to focus on just playing basketball when things are getting jumbled around upstairs. And there was a lot of jumbling upstairs with the Blazers, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but it is part of the territory. And these guys are human, even though we think they're robots because of them being professional. When things are bumpy within the organization, it can make it tough to handle your business between the lines if you're a player.
They grab their own miss. Hickson dishes to Aldridge. The kick out to Matthews. And there's the feed to Lillard. Second chance shot. He dishes it to Hickson. Down goes the slam.
That was a hole punch down there.
Nice finish.
Yeah, you got to love the way he just capped off that strong move.
Jared Jeffries, he's checked in for J.J. Hickson. Matt Barnes is checked in for the Lakers. Jody Meeks comes in for Antoine Jameson.
And you know, looking at J.J. Hickson, he spent 1 year at North Carolina State. And you can really see how much muscle he's put on his frame since he came into the NBA. He's really filled out nicely, and he's got a pretty powerful body for a big guy.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And Lillard kicks to Batum. Here's Aldridge. A rebound by Kobe Bryant.
And Hickson is a good rebounder, still learning how to maximize his talents, but he's a big, strong, athletic format. Got a lot of potential.
Pass to Howard. Clock at 6. Back to Kobe. Dunked hard with one hand. Trailblazers trail by 9. Ball's not loose. Kobe with the steal.
I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Lakers also changing it up. Pau Gasol's checked in for Howard. Jamison comes in for Matt Barnes. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Steve Nash. The free throw drops for Kobe.
Well, with the Blazers for many years, Portland didn't even worry about the luxury tax. But because of the new CBA, there's a much stricter rule on the luxury tax, and it looks to me like the Blazers will have to make some adjustments.
Williams, that's good.
He may not be their top three-point option guys, but you still got to cover him. I mean, you got to defend him in some form or fashion.
Blake kicks to Kobe. Outside for Jamison. He goes up. That's good. And the Lakers lead by 11. Yeah, the CBA, as you brought up, Steve, trying to limit the spending of teams that have big money. It might take, a while for them, Clark, to get used to these new rules and abide by them.
Yeah, well, on more than one occasion, Kevin, they were able to just buy up picks and take on contracts in an effort to try to quickly improve their team, but I think those days are over.
Kobe gets a screen from Jamison. Tries it from 19, and it's good. 9 points for Kobe Bryant.
Finally getting into rhythm here in the game after that cold first half.
Feeds to Babbitt. He kicks to Leonard. Dishes it to Smith. Passes to Williams. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Williams has got 5 points so far. Lakers leading by 11. Blake kicks to Kobe. Now the dish to Jamison. Kobe passes to Blake. Kobe a screen on Smith. Blake dishes to Kobe. He feeds it to Meeks. And stolen by Williams. Fast break. Here we go. Babbitt kicks to Williams. And that one's good. Williams has got his third bucket of the night. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Blake with it. Now Smith defending. Blake passes to Kobe. Releases from 15. No luck.
Well, you know what? You really expect him to knock that jumper down when he gets a good look like that.
Blake with the steal. Here's Meeks. Outside, Kobe. Working on Williams. Kobe a screen on Hickson. Blake dishes to Kobe. Shot clock at 5. Fader on the way. Kobe can't get that one to fall. From half court, can't get it to go. And that's going to do it for the third quarter.
Marching for top, the Phoenix Suns take on LeBron James and the Miami Heat. East versus West. Hoops action.
Lakers leading by 9. Taking a look at the Lakers. Bryant, he's in at 3. Gasol at the 4, with Howard in at the 5. Nash out there with Andrew Goudlock. Kobe kicks to Gasol. 6 to shoot. Matthews with the rebound. Matthews has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Kicks it to Aldridge. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
When you look at LaMarcus Aldridge, he's always had good height for his position, 6'11", but he's done a nice job filling out that frame.
And see, you look at Aldridge's improvement, he's left no stone unturned.
Yeah, I think the last step for Aldridge is to improve his post passing. Kevin, he's a wonderful scorer down on the block. He can step away and make jump shots. But if he can become a better passer out of that double team, he will be a complete offensive weapon.
And he makes the first. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Portland. And the Lakers also making a switch. Antoine Jameson's checked in for Pau Gasol. So he gets them both.
I'm always impressed by big men who shoot free throws as well as he does. For some reason, they're rare.
Nash kicks to Jameson. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Nash has got 3 assists tonight.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Here's Matthews. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Here's a look at the schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
I know I'll be looking out for the final score of that Clippers game. I think it's going to be close.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Mike Brown, Coach of the Year back in Cleveland in 2009. He's really a proven winner. Very smart, young, got a lot of charisma. His players like him. And I think still developing as a coach. He's going to get better and better. He's got plenty of good years ahead of him.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Andrew Goudlock. Both free throws good from Matthews. And Steve, Mike Brown, a top 20 win percentage in the all-time coaching ranks. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive. Of course, he had plenty of help in Cleveland with LeBron James. If you have LeBron, you're going to have a good record. And now plenty of star power with the Lakers as well. But really, coaching is all about making talent work. You have to have talent in the first place, but if you do, you've got to make it work. And I think that's the challenge here in LA for Brown. They were decent last year, but to make that next step, we've got to figure out a way. He has to figure out a way to put all these pieces together.
That's good. And 11 points for Aldridge.
Well, that's what he does. He's going to fight and battle on the offensive glass all night.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Howard setting the pick for Kobe. Gives him the lead pass. And stolen by Aldridge. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Smith is checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Gasol's checked in. Outside Matthews. Back to Smith. Locked loose. And stolen by Nash. Looking to end his cold spell. Shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 7. Matthews with it. Guarded now by Nash. Kobe against Smith. Now the pass to Aldridge. Trains it from 17 feet out.
We've seen some great shooting from him today. They've got to lean on him a little bit more.
Outside, Kobe. Kobe gets a screen from Gasol. Outside, Kobe. There's the feed to Howard. Back to Kobe. Clock at 4. Off the pick. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I heard an interview with Kobe. They asked him when he knew he was special at basketball. And he said he scored 60 points in a game back when he was 6 years old. 60.
first free throw is good. And Steve Kobe obsessive about the game at a young age. Even at 6 years of age, he was already focused on developing his left hand. His dad played in the NBA for such a long time, guided him along, grew up basically in Italy where his dad was coaching pro basketball. Clarkie was exposed to so much, but obviously from a very early age, he was very focused.
Well, Joe Jellybean Bryant, his dad, who played a long time in the NBA, 9+ years, and then another 7 in Europe or so. So he's been around the game and has grown up in what has been the family business.
I like that foul. You don't want to give up an easy 2 in transition.
No, you don't want to give up a layup. Make him earn them from the stripe, and maybe you get a break and he makes only one of the free throws or misses them both.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. This all setting the pick for Kobe. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Hickson. And the Lakers with another miss.
He hasn't been one of their key guys tonight, but they are still winning despite his lack of production.
And it's Smith missing. Lakers leading by 5. Kobe passes to Nash. Back to Kobe. Working on Smith. Kobe kicks to Jamison. The tray. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Batum. Portland, no good that time either. Lakers have gone 2 of 7 from the field. It's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Nash dishes to Kobe. Kobe gets a screen from Gasol. Kobe kicks to Nash. Jamison inside over Smith. Here's Gasol. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Smith with it, and it's Jamison picking him up. And Batum kicks to Matthews. Aldridge. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Gasol, here we go. Misses in close.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Here's Hickson on the money from 12 to 1. And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot. And they're just about dancing in the aisles now.
What an eruption in this building.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down. A close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
And thank you, Doris. Trailblazers trail by 3. Outside Matthews. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane. He's as close to impossible to defend as anybody, I think. I mean, he can just torch the defense in so many ways.
.55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Batum passes to Aldridge. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? He's got 13 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
They sure have, and clearly he's gotten in their heads because of it, Clark. The guys are looking over their shoulder now, always worrying about where he is.
And he does get the second one. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Well, that was a huge miss there, guys. He had the opportunity to turn this into a one-possession game.
Gasol, a screen on Batum. Kobe against Batum. Howard setting the pick for Kobe. 6 on the shot clock. On deep. Kobe can't get that one to fall. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, what a huge shot there.
How about what it came? I mean, he answered the bell with that one.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
One-on-one here. Here's Batum. It falls! In tie game, that is a huge basket right there.
Beautiful double clutch. Great job to get the shot past the defender.
Knocking down is Bryant. To win the game. Oh, he put it down! What a shot! At the buzzer!
What a play. That seals the deal.
Simply saying clutch. Really clutch. Big time clutch.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
And that'll wrap it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and thanks for tuning in.